Hey everyone, it's Will, Gamer Dad, with another video for you. So in today's video, we do have the fourth fight for Cerrine in order to upgrade her from normal style 5-star to the AS. Unfortunately, it is getting late, so this will be my last fight for tonight, and I'm hoping to finish the final fight, which is the fifth fight, tomorrow. So unfortunately, I won't have that one for you tonight. I do apologize for that. Now that being said, this one took a little bit of tinkering in order to get through with more eleganto strategy as opposed to stall or other ways, but I will go over my strategies and thoughts about the fight later on in the video as you approach. Now that being said, I did die a couple of times, and so remember that if you do watch through the entire scene and then you let yourself die or you do get team wiped, you can opt to just let yourself get dragged off the field by the cats, and when you go back to the fight for these kind of things, you can skip scene to save yourself a lot of trouble, especially if you're experimenting with different team comps. Like most storyline videos, I'm going to stop talking now and let you watch the rest of the video in peace. I'll see you again at the boss fight where I'll commentate, if for those who need it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you a little bit later on. And we're back. So this boss does resist fire and actually nulls blunt as well, so keep that in mind. That being said, we are able to blast right through it. If it is resistant to fire, we can alter Xion that and change it to weak to fire, and then make sure you do stack as many of the explosion stacks as possible in order to give multiple stacks of damage to Garyu in order to maximize his damage. Of course, we still do have things like Nocturnal Procession and obviously other buffs given by all the other team members of this team, Yi, Ultra Xion, as well as Aisha. We also do have an Awakened Fire Zone complements of Fire Zone setting, and then Awakened by Ultra Xion. And of course, we do have Yi here. If you use AS Radius here instead of Yi, I think it would be just as efficient. You basically need someone to be able to tank a couple of turns. Obviously, if you have other tanks like I tried using Pry, it has 2 HP stoppers, and so unfortunately you're going to get attacked for a large amount of damage every turn, and so having that may not be enough. Now, if you have other mitigating strategies, like for example multiple dual debuffs or heavy dual debuff with something like a 50% reduction in damage like Oratorio from Pizzica, you can probably get that done. In this case, I just like go with the cheap scam team unit and use Efi to kind of really bypass all those mechanics, and I do apologize for that. However, I wanted this fight to be shorter rather than longer, and after having everyone come back from the dead, note that when Aisha died and she was singing, she came back and she's still singing, and we are using her symphony in order to double damage, similar to Pizzica's effect, and that allows us to do more damage. If you still need extra damage, you can also use attack order, which does give break for 1 hit, and of course, even though Gario hits for 3 times, that'll be more than enough damage to get it done. I would also highly recommend optimizing Grasta. If you don't have everything perfect, then you may not have the DPS checks required to finish this fight. As for the loadout, I did forget to equip any armor on Gario, which is kind of stupid. Same thing as the previous fights. I move a lot of gear around as I do different strategies or experimentation, and so note to myself as well as to everyone else there, if you are doing a lot of boss fights, make sure you kind of check your team comp as well as your gear setup or Grasta setup, especially if you move things around a lot through the different teams, in order to make sure you have everything saved properly. Otherwise, loadout is at the end of this video, and as usual, I will stop talking now and let you watch the rest of the video in peace. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.